And welcome back to the third episode of the light base and silent base. This was the light base, which turned out amazingly looking, I will say. I really liked how the RGB turned out, but for me, the cable mod cables were like the highlight. However, for today, we are going to continue building the dark base, the silent base. Damn, I need to remember those names better. The most obvious difference between the light base and the silent base is of course a bunch of silent wings instead of the light wings. I mean, that's pretty obvious. So another important change about the changes that we are about to make is the RAM. Now, in the original video, we used... Yeah, let's first take out the fan, otherwise I will break the RAM. This is not a enjoyable experience at all. I do not recommend anybody to slap different fans without getting new... Woo, I didn't break the RAM. Today is a good day. So, in the light base, I remember this time. In the light base, we used Pinnacle RAM because they were pretty good and they have RGB. Thank you to Pinnacle again for sending them. However, they have RGB and I wanted to avoid as much RGB as possible for the silent base because there is no RGB on those and they look beautiful and they will look beautiful in combination with black RAM. This is also the reason why we got ourselves a pack of Kingston Fury Beasts. Yay, that's an aggressive sounding name. Aggressive sounding names mean aggressive performance, but okay. Those are a bit different than the Pinnacle ones. Those are also 2x16, so 32 gigs. However, they are running at also 3600 megahertz. However, now this time, those are running at CL17, whereas the Pinnacle ones are running at CL18. Which means if you look at that whole chart of CL to megahertz calculation, yeah, you end up with a bit more performance with those. So we already know now that when I slap those in, we should have some sort of a performance upgrade, which is why we did the benchmarks with the first PC and we will do it again with this one now, just to see how much, just to see how much leverage the RAM have. Like, we have the best AMD consumer CPU, we have the best GPU, we have a pretty good motherboard, we have the best freaking cooling and the best freaking case, and for the RAM we now did an upgrade, so we will see how much more our Ryzen 5950X will be able to push out if we just give it a bit more juice. Then that is going to be quite interesting. For other changes, zero, basically. We will not do anything else. We will just exchange the RAM and then all of the fans. And that said, exchanging the fans will not be an easy task. Like, this is not going to take 5 minutes. I hate that. I hate that so much. Those clips are incredibly hard to get out. Like, you need to push them so hard. It's... So, every fan is unmounted, every fan is ready to fall out, and if I now turn the system around, every fan will fall down. But maybe the cables are so tight that they will not. Why am I doing this? Okay, so wow, that went way smoother than I expected it to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5, 6, 7. I'm on a run here. 8, 9. There is one missing. Oh yeah, inside the cooler, of course. This still doesn't feel good. Wow, this went way quicker than I expected it to, but great. Okay, so now we need to figure out which fan will go where. That's going to be a bit harder than I initially believed. So we have 3 of every kind. We have 3 120mm Pro, we have 3 120mm high speed, 3 120mm regular speed, 3 140 Pro, 3 140 high speed, 3 140 regular. Because of the way that the case is built, I think the 140mm Pro lines, high static pressure, high RPM, high airflow, high whatever, they are best suited for the front portion. So those will go here, 1, 2, 3. For the top portion, I also wanted to go with 140 millimeters because they are quite amazing, and I believe this is going to be a hard one because I would which one will go in the back? So we have the regular speed ones and the high speed ones. So let's put a 140 millimeter high speed in the back, and 2 of them. Oh no, I have a better idea. I have a better idea. One of the 140 millimeter high speeds will go in the bottom of the case like this, and then we have 140 millimeter high speed left. We will take the 3 regular speed, those will go onto the top, so we have nice and quiet airflow, because the top is also the only part of the case and the back which do not have sound absorption material around it. For the back you don't really need it if you have your case like standing in front of a wall, so you don't really hear it anyway, but the top portion you might hear a tiny bit or more than the front. We have the 140 millimeter high speed in the bottom, which will push a lot of air into the fan, which is on top, which is required to be a 120 millimeter fan. Yes, at that spot we will put one of the 140 millimeter pros, because yes, I love the pros. That one is going to be underneath the PSU shroud, which thankfully it is so strong it will be enough to suck the air that the 140 millimeter high speed can provide. For the last one of those, or for the last 2, I suppose you already know where this is going to go in. Be quiet, why is this not yet a thing? We are all waiting for the Dark Rock Pro 5 with hopefully SilentWing Pro 4s and a lot more heatsink and a lot more juice. And it sits so tightly in there that I will not even bother to put fan clips on. I don't need it. Like when I built the light base, I needed to replace take the cooler off, so I needed to take out the central fan. And after the 3rd time of breaking my nails due to those clips, I just figured I don't need to put them in. Like there is nothing that forces me to. It is so tight in there that this will stay. And because the RAM are not as high as the Pinnacle ones, it's actually going to be a lot easier. Or maybe not easier, it's not going to give me the perception that I'm about to break my, my RAM. Yeah, and now the brackets that will hurt my feelings. Nothing died, nothing died. Okay, beautiful CPU fans installed. Now it's time for every other fan. But before we can do that, now when I reviewed all of the SilentWing fans, my very good idea was to replace every accessory and installation hardware into the box. And my thought process was actually quite good, because if you don't, you will lose them, or I will lose them. I can guarantee you that. However, now this bites me in the ass, because now I need to reopen every box and take that out, and yeah, that wasn't my best idea. Yay! I'm done. One small pile of clip-in system. Yay! So, I guess let's begin with the small, with the not so quick spinning ones in the top. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, and 2, and 4. Hooah! The back fan there, we said I'm going to hit a 140 millimeter high speed, which is one of those. In the bottom, we said we are going to mount a 140 millimeter high speed, which is going to be this one, which is fine. Let's hit it in. Honestly, way more work than I thought. I thought this is going to be a not like a 5 minute, I know how the case works, but like a 15-minute process, maybe 20 minutes, but no, this is like an hour process. God help me. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. The only fans that got 4 of those push pins are the top ones, because they need to you know, they need to keep on to the case just by using the push pin. So I want that one to be a bit stronger, or those ones, but everything else will just be mounted with 2. I'm not going to lie to you. Sometimes I'm a bit lazy. What fan is missing now? We have the front, we have the top, we have the bottom. Yes, the PSU shroud, the most amazing fan. Oh my god, why did they do it this way, fan? And I installed it the wrong way. Great start. Okay, last fan installed, but before I forget it, because oh boy, would I have forgotten that one? I would have killed myself here. We first need to put this onto this, screw it down, before we can put the other piece onto the other piece, because modularity. Oh. Is it? Ah, now it's incorrectly. God, I hate that shroud. Putting it in is such a freaking hassle sometimes. Top panel. Why does it go in so smoothly, by taking it out, taking that piece of crap out is such a hassle. Oh. Cable in. Okay, every fan in, cable management done, cable are looking very, very nice. This one just needs to be snapped back, like this. Can spin, can spin, can spin, can spin. Every fan can spin freely. So we are ready. I will not start this PC for today. That's going to be for the next episode, because, you know, more benchmarks, more B-rolls, I need to do a lot of stuff before we can get to the conclusion. For the next episode, we will compare both systems. We will see which one performs better. I'm saying this one. This has better RAM and better fan. I'm saying this one. But we will see about that. And then you will decide which one looks better. Is it the light base or the silent base? But I think I have a pretty good guess which one is going to win. So yeah, I hope to see you in the next episode. Bye bye.